And good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. So today, what we'll be doing is our backfilling, or what we are doing is our backfilling. And much more than doing our backfilling, we're also putting, yeah, as you can see right here, as you can see right here. So we're backfilling, and we're also putting our warning tape. So you may want to ask, what is the warning tape right here? What is this meant for, right? So it is a deterrent to people that may want to, go down deep, and this will let them know that there is something underneath the ground, and they will not want to, dig beyond the tape, because it's a clear indication that there is something under the ground. Yeah. So that's the use of the warning tape. Yeah. So uh, we're trying to put we're trying to put our warning tape. We're trying to put our warning tape down. So down to this part of the work, right? Including all of all this right here, as you can see. So the warning tape here help us to uh it it helps to serve as a warning. Let people know that there is something under the ground. So I will read what is reading on the warning tape. Yeah, it's reaching warning: MTN optical fiber, danger, high power laser inside, does not contain copper. Now you see his backfilling. Now you can see right here. And so you must just have the warning tape before you can backfill. Yeah, if you don't do that, you will not really you won't really do the backfilling well. So the warning tape is extremely important. Now on this side, there are places that we damage some armor cable. We damage some armor cable. There was nothing like a warning tape for us to know that there is an armor cable, beneath the ground. So that was why we damaged some of the armor cable that we damaged. But now, if we've had something like this, you know, above the armor cable, we will know that, oh, don't dig further. There is something underneath the ground. Yeah. So when you have that, when you have something like a warning that there is something under the ground, you will not want to dig further, right? So that was why we damaged some of the armor cable we damaged here on site. So it is really important to put a warning tape. Now look at it. This is a warning tape, right? It's very important to put a warning tape, so that whenever they want to do something, maybe they want to fix this road, right? They want to tar the road, they will know that there is something under the ground right here. Now let me show us right here now. So this right here, this, like you can see right here, right? This is our pipe, our duct right here. So this is what we'll do. uh on top of it, you put a warning tape so that people will know that there is something, so that they don't break it and cut the fiber cable inside. Because if you cut the fiber cable, there will be a problem. So look at it now, there is a pipe right here, right? So but without this tape, warning tape, as it were, one may not know that there is something, and then they will hit this cable, this pipe, and then you destroy the cable. It's become a problem, right? So that is the reason why we have the warning tape here. So that's just the work of the warning tape. And also backfilling, the places. Thank you for liking. If you can, please do well to subscribe. If you can, please do well to subscribe to the channel. So now let me show you one of the armor cable that was tampered with. Let me show you one of the armor cable that was tampered with here. So all this place has been backfilled, right? All these places have been backfilled. Now this is electricity. This is a power, or this let's say a power box. I'm not an electrician, so I may not really know the right word to use for this, right? So all these are naked, and this is very wrong to have this naked like this. Anything can happen. An accident may occur, and someone could easily touch this. It's not just naked; it is also open. So now this was what happened. This was the issue. One of the issue we had right here inside. When when the when we're trying to dig this place. Now, if you can see right here, there is a pipe. There's a pipe beneath the ground, right? But there was no warning tape to know that be careful, there is an armor cable here. That was how we destroyed the armored cable, and we paid heavily. So that is the reason why you see us, as we're backfilling, we're putting a warning tape. Yeah, Steven Johnson, hi, good morning, Steven Johnson. Hope you're good. Hope you've subscribed to the channel, Mr. Steven Johnson. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe. So I was saying something right here, that this is a power console. I may not know what the name is, right? This is a power breaker. Yeah. So, and this is really naked. It's naked, is very risky. Anything could happen. The children could be playing their football, and then the ball could hit this place, and then there is a problem, right? So it's good for this to be neatly covered, because you never can tell the people that may have contact with this. Children may come here to play, yeah, and they may not know what this is. They really may not. They may not know what this is, right? And it becomes a big problem, right? So whenever you're doing your work, ensure that the security of the people and property in that vicinity is um, is top notch. The security is something you put keen to your heart. The security is something that you make a priority. That's the best word. You make the security a priority, because you can't just leave this like this. Anything could happen here, right? Uh, the children could pass, and maybe they are playing ball inside the compound. Like this is a compound, they may be playing ball, and then the ball you know came out from the fence and then landed here. They also may want to touch, and then they may be electrocuted, and that's a big problem. So this is an armor cable that we mistakenly tampered. Why? Because we were not told, we were not informed that there is something underneath the ground. So it's very important to use your warning tape. It's really important to use your warning tape. So the warning tape, like the name implies, is a warning tape. It tells you that there is something underneath the ground. As you're digging, don't dig too much, because when you dig, you may destroy something underneath the ground. So that is why there is need for a warning tape. Like right here, this is the warning tape I'm trying to talk about. So this is just the warning tape, right? This is the warning tape, as you can see. So he's trying to backfill them. This is the warning tape. The warning tape is very important. Like I've been saying, it helps you to protect the pipe underneath the ground. And then this one is another one again, also exposed. What do you think about this that is exposed? What's your take on this exposed rack that contains electricity? What's your take? So this is it. We're trying to look at how he's successfully backfilling it. As you can see, the backfilling is going on. Now the warning tape has been put on the ground, and then we've successfully backfilled all these parts. So without the warning tape on the ground, some may not know that there is something underneath the ground, and that's a big problem, right? So whenever you do a work or a job like this, ensure you put your warning tape. Ensure, ensure you put. Yeah, ensure you put your warning tape. It's very important. It's really important, right? That you have your warning tape. So we've closed this side. Yeah. Okay. So we're about doing our power test. about doing our power test, and then just stay some more with me. You will see how seamless the power test is. So we've done our labeling. You do your labeling, you do your power test, you do your QC, that is quality check. Now, without you doing your QC, which is your quality check, you really may not be paid, right? You may not be paid for your job that you've done. So the QC is to do your quality check, and then upon doing your quality check, you also send your report or what you've checked, and then if they check that your report and it makes sense, then your work is good, right? But when the quality check is made and then it doesn't really align with their lead and plan, yeah, there really may be issue. Yeah, hi, good morning. Good morning once again, Mr. Steven Johnson. Yeah, thank you for those that have liked, and if you're yet to subscribe, please also do well to subscribe to the channel, right? So now we had an issue here in the site. So this was the issue, and I thought it has been fixed, but up to now it has not been fixed. So this was this was really high when we did this manhole. It was really high. Yeah. So we were told to take it low to cut the groove because the children did this, and if a vehicle want to pass, the vehicle may not pass well or park well, as the case may be, because of how high this manhole is, and we're asked to trim it down a bit. So we're still working on the site, and that is why we've not done that part of it. So the next thing is our power test. I don't know if anyone is happy to do a power test this morning. I don't know if any of us are happy to do a power test this morning. Yeah, yeah, very important. Okay. Let me share something. That's a side journey. That's a side one. It has nothing to do with this video. I went out yesterday with a friend of mine. I'm telling you this for free. I went out yesterday with a friend of mine. Went to watch Chelsea's match yesterday. Yeah, I'm not a Chelsea fan, right? But I just stepped out to watch a match yesterday with a friend. So when we went to after watching the match, yeah, Chelsea won 2-0. Because I'm not a Chelsea fan, we left there at first half. I was not so happy with what was happening because obviously I'm not a Chelsea fan, so you should know what it is. I really wanted Chelsea to lose, but then they won. Yeah, Chelsea won. That's a good one. Happy for them, but not so happy for them though. Yeah. So we upon upon when we're done with the first half and we're heading home, so we saw someone. The person came to us saying, "Oh, that he's going somewhere and the transportation fare he has is not complete. Um, if we can, if we're driving, so we could drop him at his place of residence. You get." And we saw him coming out from the leather, and a whole lot was inside the leather. Then I was asking my friend, how did he arrive here? Did he fly? Did he disappear and appear here? So what is the content of the letter, right? So then um, we didn't really answer him so much because we did not know him as a stranger, and it was really late at night. You need to be careful even when driving so that you don't pick someone you're not supposed to pick, and obviously the person will sit behind us, and then the person may want to use a knife or a gun, and you just need to be security conscious. So guess what? When we step outside, we saw this same person, this same man was pricing clothes, was buying clothes, not just buying, he was doing a transfer. Then I now ask myself again, how was he able to transfer money to these people? I made it so obvious that he saw me. Yeah, he saw me, and it's really not a good thing to do. If you're really in need, let people know that you are in need, and then if you're not in need, don't act as though you are in need and just try to extort people. Yeah, don't try to extort people, because if we continue doing stuff like this, even the people that are genuinely in need, you may not know, right? You may not really know the people that are genuinely in need. and you may not even know how you can help them. Yeah, so back to what we are doing today. So like I said, today's work is backfilling. So these are the places we backfilled. As you can see, these are the places we successfully backfilled. Look at how it's looking. It's looking neat. It's looking fine. It's looking neat and fine. Now, uh, there's a warning tip under this ground, right? That's one. There's a warning tip under the ground. So anybody coming, oh, to for instance, you want to maybe do a road and you need to your truck, your caterpillar to you know to make sure that this place is good. When you start doing that, when you really start doing that, you will see a warning tape. And obviously, when you see the warning tape, the next thing you do is just to stop what you're doing, whatsoever you're doing. And then you're stopping what you're doing, you know that there is something underneath the ground. So that is the reason why we have our warning tape on the ground, right? So I think that is that. Um, Thank you so much. Yeah, this is White Planet Global, and your go-to blog for all that has to do with fiber, all that has to do with security. Please feel free to check up my channel. Feel free to watch my previous videos, and I tell you, you will be informed. You will be informed. And if you're yet to subscribe to the YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah, please do well to subscribe to the channel, right? Yeah, so this is our manhole. So I want to let me digress a bit. I want to explain something to us. I've explained it in my previous video, but for the benefit of those that are just joining this live video, I will explain something to us. You've been seeing me showing this manhole, and you may want to ask, what are these manhole? What are they used for? What are they meant for? We have our sub boxes, we have our hot boxes. Our hot boxes or our sub boxes are inside this manhole. Yeah, the sub boxes are inside this manhole. So it's the sub boxes that gives internet to the residents of these estates, right? We have our sub boxes. So our sub boxes give internet to the residents of this estate. And paraventure, you may want to ask, what's a hot box? A hot box is more like a house. Yeah, it's more like a box that house cables that you distribute to the sub boxes, and from the sub boxes you send it to the residence client's resident or the client's home. Yeah, so I think there's a sub box here. Yeah, so this right here is a sub box. Now let me explain something to us. This sub box has not been labeled, so we'll be doing our labeling. We'll label this. We're about to label our sub box, and this is it. So let me explain this extensively. Let me explain this. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, let me explain this, right? So um this is our in. This blue right here, this blue cover right here on this sub box is our in, and this here is our out. So this sub box, what it does right now, it's now it's only 8 customers that can connect to this sub box, this exact one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it comes from, this is the in and this one is out. So the red is the out. This is it. This is out. So now this one, now when this one is going to another sub box, it will enter the blue part, which is the A, and if it's coming out, it will enter the red, which is out. So there is what they call an end box. There is what we call There's also what we call an end box. An end box is after you might have sub box 1, sub box 2, sub box 3. The sub box 4, there's nothing like sub box 4. We call that one an end box. Now I don't know if you can see this written here. It's written sub box, right? This is a sub box.
So this is what a sub box look like. So your sub box 1, let's assume that this is our sub box 1. Your sub box 1 now, which is in, will feed your sub, we go to your sub box 2 as out. Let me explain that again. So we understand. So the blue right here is in, and this one, the red here, is out. So when it comes in as the blue, then it goes out with this. Then when you want to go to another sub box, it enters also as in, and then it goes out. When you get to the fourth box, which is the end box, it only have what do they call it? It only have out. So then that is when you know that that is an end box. So just the way it is written boldly here, sub box. On that one is written end box. I don't know if that makes sense. If that makes sense, if I've been able to educate you on what sub box look like, I've said that many times on my previous videos. I have said that times without numbers. So do well to check my previous video and do well to connect. And again, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, I will always ask and I will always appeal, please do well to subscribe. Yeah, thank you for that. For the person, for the group of people that have watched this video thus far, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. This is me, White Planet Global. I'm reaching you from the heart of Africa, West Africa to be precise. I'm reaching you from West Africa to be precise. Yeah, and please do well to secure your home, do well to secure your property, because the government of most nations now really doesn't care so much about her properties, doesn't care so much about the things she does, right? After their own personal and selfish interests. So do well to protect yourself, do well to protect your family, do well to protect your property, do well to protect your livelihood and everything that you've acquired and you've been blessed with. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me be signing out. Bye bye.